Hey there, Treasure and Fan Show pal. Big D back here again with another weekly news announcement, and this is for Tuesday, February 5th, 2019. And as you all like to know when I do these videos, I like to tell you what's coming out this week, what's coming out next week, anything that was announced, which wasn't much this week, and then I like to show you guys what I picked up from the following week. So yeah, let's get started. So tomorrow, it's a pretty decent release week. There's a few big titles, but not much more. There's not a whole lot coming out next week. What is coming out this week, tomorrow, is The Girl in the Spider Web, which is the continuation of the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. Widows, which I really want to see that movie. That movie looks really good. I like all the people that are in that movie, so I'm really excited about that. I missed it in theaters, so definitely want to get that one. The third movie in the Cloverfield series, Cloverfield Paradox, comes out tomorrow. Now, I know the first thing you're going to say is, come on, dude, it wasn't even really meant to be a Cloverfield movie, and you are 100% correct. But I did like what they did to it, what they added to it to kind of wrap it all in. I did really enjoy that. So, and I actually kind of like the movie. It is slow. It's got some pacing issues, but I still enjoyed it. And I do have the other two, so I might as well get the third one. Probably the biggest title coming out tomorrow, at least theatrically wise for how much money was made in the theaters, would be The Grinch. That one does come out in DVD, Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray, a 4K, and a Steelbook. So Best Buy will have a Steelbook. And I did see that Target's going to have some sort of like activity book that comes with it. It's got some, I want to say it's like 46 pages, something like that, of worth of activities and other things for their Target exclusive. And I'm sure most likely Walmart will have some sort of like Funko Pop keychain. That's kind of what they do, it seems like, a lot lately. So The Grinch. And then the rest of them are a little bit smaller titles. So we got a new Benji coming out tomorrow. Let's see, Six, the complete series, which is about SEAL Team 6, which is a pretty good show. The Sister Brothers comes out tomorrow, and the last one's A Private War. So as you can see, there's like 2 or 3 kind of big titles that like were in theaters, and the rest are all kind of like little trickled around. But I actually heard a couple good things about the Sister Brothers. I haven't seen it, but hey, we'll see. That's it. That's really it for this week. Like I said, there's not much, just a few titles. So coming out next week, same kind of situation. Not a whole lot coming out next week. A couple really good titles and a couple of titles I'm interested in, but I haven't seen. So next week, the biggest title coming out next week is, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody, which has got nominated for Academy Awards. It's got Golden Globes, I think, and they got a Screen Actors Guild Award. It's got won a bunch of awards already, so that does come out next week, and that will be out on Blu-ray, DVD, and there is a special Best Buy Steelbook, which looks pretty cool. Shout Factory will be releasing the movie Valentine with David Boreanaz of Angel fame, so that comes out next week. Fright Night will finally be released to the mass public instead of that version only had like a limited number of copies of which I never got a hold of, so that's coming out. Arrow Video is releasing 2 videos, Audition and Horror Express. And those, of course, if you've got an Arrow video before, you know Arrow just packs in the special features in these things, so I'm sure there's going to be littered with special features. The Scream Factory is also releasing next week Poison Ivy, the 4-movie collection. I've only seen the first 2. I didn't even know there was 2 more after that, but those will be out next week. Night Flyers Season 1 comes out next week. Let's see here. The Front Runner with Hugh Jackman. I don't know if that was in theaters or not. I like Hugh Jackman. I just never heard of it. But that one comes out next week, along with Nobody's Fool. And the only other steelbook coming out next week besides Bohemian Rhapsody is an 80s horror flick called Popcorn, which I actually really liked. And they just put out a special edition. Oh gosh, who put that out? Was it Synapse Films or something like that? Just put out a special edition. Like, I just got it not too long ago. It was actually really good. I actually was a big fan of the movie from the 80s. Essentially, really, but a group of people go in. They kind of redress this old theater because they're gonna do like a 50s style showing of a couple horror movies in the 50s. They're gonna use like the old tricks, like using, smoke and little electrodes in the back, stuff like that, to make you feel like you're part of the movie. Kind of like they used to do a lot back in the 50s. Like that movie Matinee was very much about that. But of course, there's a guy going around killing people. It's actually a really good flick. It's actually really cool. So I do recommend it. It's actually pretty awesome. So that's all that's coming out next week. And then here comes the funny part. There wasn't much announced this last week. There really wasn't. The biggest title that was announced this last week was The Favorite. That's kind of several Academy Award nominations. That will be out on March 5th. Let's see here. What did I write on this thing here? Oh, let's see here. Captain America, the first Avenger, Best Buy, they're going to re-release it in 4K. And Best Buy's also got a really cool looking steelbook for it. Now, I don't know if you know, but I am, my thing, you can actually see my ring here. I am actually a big DC fan. Always been a big DC fan. But I do like Marvel too. Don't get me wrong, I do like Marvel. I'm just a little bit bigger DC fan. But in the Marvel universe, Captain America is my favorite. So I am totally stoked on that because the steelbook looks really awesome. I really want to get it. I was bummed when I missed the one Captain America steelbook they put out not too long ago. I got the reissue that Best Buy did, but it looks sweet. I am totally picking it up. I am in. If it's a Marvel movie, I usually will try to get the steelbook on those just because they look awesome. So that comes out on the 16th of this month. So a couple weeks. Sweet. I'm sure they're trying to capitalize on the fact that Avengers Endgame order comes out in April. So I'm sure they're trying to build up for that. Shout Factory also made some releases this week. They're going to be releasing Quartermaster in the Pit, Quartermaster 2, Earthquake, which is really cool. I was a big fan of Earthquake when I was a kid. It scared the living daylights out of me, but for no other reason, just afraid the earthquake was going to happen when I was a kid and my house was going to fall out on me. But but it's actually a really good flick. So that they announced that one, and then When a Stranger Calls Back, and those will all be out in May. So be on the lookout for those. As you know, Shout Factory, Scream Factory always does a really good job on their stuff. And then a new Jean-Claude Van Damme movie has been announced called The Bouncer, and that will be out on the 8th of April. We're already getting stuff in April. And the last movie is called The Last Man, and that'll be on the 12th of March. And like I said, that is it. There is nothing else. It was a kind of a slow week, and it usually typically is this time of the year. Usually at the end of January, beginning of February, things kind of slow down a little bit before they start picking up, because only in a couple months we start the summer movies. And at least in April anyways, and you start getting and things start to happen a lot more. And usually this time of the year, like for example this week, only one movie came out in theaters last weekend. There wasn't a whole lot. Part of that's because of the Super Bowl, it was last weekend and stuff. So it's a little bit slower right now. I mean, next week starts, the Lego movie comes out next week, and then the week after that there's oh gosh, a couple of, it's like, yeah, it's Happy Birthday to You to You, yeah, and then the Alita movie. And then one other movie all come out in the same weekend. I believe it's the Valentine's Day weekend. So I was like, really? Why do you got to put them all out this weekend? Can you put out one this last weekend? Anyways, that is it. So this part of the segment, I'd like to show you what I did pick up last week. And I did pick up a few movies last week. First up, I picked up Suspiria, and I got the slipcover. I've been reading all over the place that Best Buy seems to be one of the few places around that got it, and it's really hit or miss if they actually got the slipcover, or they got just the Blu-ray itself. I got one with the slipcover. I'm pretty stoked because it seems like a lot of people couldn't find it with the slipcover. Then I did pick up the Nutcracker in the Four Realms. This steelbook is beautiful. This is embossed in through here, and the back. I've never seen this movie, but it looks beautiful, so I got it. My wife really wanted to see it too. She's a big fan, so. And then I did manage to get, this is the other one I'm really starting to get, because a lot of people seem to be having a hard time with this one because Target is being a jerk about this. And that is the Reign of the Superman. This is the 4K Steelbook. I did manage to find it. Wasn't easy. Let me tell you, it took me 3 days to finally get this thing. I had to go to my Target 3 days in a row to get this. The first day I went in, the guy was like, they had no new releases out. What? Nothing out. And I was like, this is on Tuesday of last week, and I'm like, can you find this for me? Your system says you should have them in stock. I looked online. The kid kind of goes in the back, and he's gone for about 20 minutes, comes back out, he's like, I don't see anything there. We must not have got a shipment. Really? Your system says you have them in stock. I went in the next day, still didn't have them in there. I'm like, okay, this is kind of a joke. You advertise it. It's shown in your ad. You should at least have one. I know enough about retail to know that you don't want to upset customers like that. So they didn't have it again, and again I asked them where it is, and they're like, well, we're not really sure. We got a shipment in, but we're not sure what's going on. We may have not gotten it. We've heard a few problems. And then, of course, I walked in the third day just by blind luck, and it was there. They only had 2 copies of it, though, and that was it. So I managed to get the 1 copy. So I did get this. Target, not happy with. Seems like they've condensed their sections down to nothing now. It's kind of a joke. And the last movie I did pick up was, I did pick up the Steelbook, and that was a Steelbook, by the way. And I get the Steelbook of Hunter Killer as well. I haven't seen this yet. I'm really looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. I like Gerard Butler. He's a good actor. I like Common. He's in this movie. And then Gary Oldman's good too. So it should be a good flick, but I did pick that up as well. So that's what I picked up for last week. Other than that is it. One last thing I did want to go into, though, is I noticed my subscription rate, I am close to 100 subscribers. Now I know most of you on here are like really 100 subscribers, whoop-de-doo. I see everybody else is like thousands of subscribers. Yeah, I understand that, but for me, I'm really stoked about it. I'm doing this as a hobby and something fun to do because I talk to people about movies and I like to give people movie knowledge. I like to just share some of my experiences. So I'm doing this as fun. So for me to get up to 100 people is unbelievable. I'm really excited about it. So I'm looking to you guys for suggestions. What should I do when I hit my 100 subscriber? I want to do something cool for everybody. And thank you for everybody, subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. So please leave me some comments down below. Let me know. Give me some ideas out here what I can do to celebrate my 100th, the 100th subscriber I should get hopefully really soon. But and I did want to say again, thank you to everybody. It's because of you guys that I'm almost at 100 people. It really is. You guys have been liking these videos. You've been sharing them. You've been commenting them. I'm trying to comment to everybody that I can. I'm sorry if it takes me a day or two to get back to you. But I had a few things going on personally in my life right now that I'm trying to kind of reel back in. So, I really appreciate you guys commenting. Please continue to leave me comments. I'm trying to comment on everything. I really appreciate it. I love the dialogue. I love talking back and forth. People, I love movies. Movies are awesome. They're just straight up awesome. I love them. Great escapism. I've been a fan for a really, really long time. So, yeah. Just let me know what you guys think. Give me some ideas. Also, leave me some comments down below about these movies that came out. The movies that came out last week, this week, or coming out the following. Let me know what your thoughts are on them. Are there any movies you're looking forward to picking up or anything like that? I know that I definitely want to get The Grinch, and I know that I definitely want to get Widows for sure too. So we'll see what else. I'll show you next week what I picked up. But that is it. Thank you guys all for watching. Please click the like button if you enjoyed the video. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos by me. Click the little bell if you want to get notified when I do put up videos. Again, thank you guys all. Bottom of my heart, you guys are awesome. Everybody take care, especially right now. The weather is just out of control all across the country right now, so everybody be really careful out there. Everybody take care. Always remember to keep hunting, because you know what? You never know what you're going to find, and that is the God-honest truth. And as always, live long and prosper.